remember, it glittered like gold. Literally, it glittered like gold. That was a huge, energy that emerged. And the next day, I was into bamboo. You can call it accident, you can call it whatever you want, but that was the shift over, a major shift over. Yesterday, I was an architect builder, and next day, I left everything. Whereas as a builder, I was reigning supreme, doing fantastic works. I was satisfied insofar as money was concerned. And also, of course, I saw the bitter and bitter taste of money.
Yes.
So the real estate is a combination. If you mean to just make money, having no purpose, then real estate is good. But I was wanting to lead a purposeful life. And I found bamboo to be the best material, the future material. So many answers came down directly. So today it is almost 30 years I have been playing with bamboo. Amazing material, fantastic material, a natural resource, abundantly available.
So today we have with us architect Sunil Joshi, who has been into the architectural practice here in Nagpur for more than 30 years. And he has done a lot of work in the Vidarbha region, including places like Gondia, Wardha, Bhandara, and Akola. Chandrapur. Okay, so that actually includes everything. And he has done projects in hospitality, residences, education, commercial, industrial, and the list goes on. But what is of interest to us today is his engagement with bamboo since last 30 years. So, sir, I would like you to begin with your take on architecture, how you got into architecture, and how was the beginning for you? Or rather, what was the beginning for you?
It's a very typical question.
Yes.
The architect is a half-man fellow. I mean, he always is confused. And insofar as I am concerned, I always like taking challenges. After passing from VNIT, formerly VRC, I did my apprenticeship for 3 months. Then I decided to start up my own because I decided not to serve anybody. So if you ask me, I've been a born entrepreneur, so to say.
Okay.
I never prepared, never applied for any kind of a job, neither to government nor to a private practitioner. Started off my own in the year 1974. Up till 1982, I was doing architecture, professing architectural profession. But I wanted to earn money. I was not satisfied, or my temperament wasn't all that easy to go on convincing clients, small little clients coming to me. So I decided that I should better turn into a builder. So in the 1982, we started a company named Utkarsh Real Estates Private Limited. And under that company, we were 4-5 friends of ours from again VNIT. And we launched ourselves. बंदी मुट्ठी सवा लाख की किसको मालूम नहीं था ये क्या है क्या नहीं है, बट जोश जबरदस्त था. Quite thick. I remember many times people used to talk to me as if I'm their son, as if I'm their brother. I mean, they used to open out themselves, telling me their difficulties, etc. It is in Mangalwari. So that was, some fantastic ideas go on. So I came out with a very unique color scheme there. The first coat of white base color was already applied, and then I started doing it. I used red, green, yellow, and blue color. They were all squares like Rubik cubes. That was also playing in my mind there. That was such a wonderful experience. When I started, odd blocks I selected, the, trial coloration was going on. Somewhere it was red, somewhere there was blue, there was yellow, green, etc. That time, entire scheme was already booked. And the, passerbys were quite interested in seeing the huge mass of that building. And they would, even my clients, they would come to me and, क्या रहा है तू ये color scheme बोले तो?" Because they were damn opposed to that kind of a color scheme. Applying red, green, yellow, and all that thing, they were damn against. But I was थोड़ा जिद्दी किस्म का आदमी था. Whatever that was there in my mind, I went ahead with that. You can say that there was a rather 95% opposition to that color scheme initially when I began with that. And in the end, when the entire color scheme was through, there was a 90%, 95% appreciation. So that was, I could realize that there is always the involvement of passerbys into the some kind of a structure that is coming up, and they get involved, whereas they are not your clients at all. But your clients were also part of the society that is moving here and there. So that time, that was the last scheme I constructed, but during which period I was looking into myself, asking me as to what next. So every time this cement, steel and concrete is not going to be a solution, a permanent solution. That time this sustainable development and all that thing, these words were not there. But I was just thinking that this cement is not going to, this is contributing to pollution. You are digging into earth, taking out iron ore, these, that and the other, making steel, concrete and other things. So that was the situation when, I was quite frustrated by the end of the scheme. I was trying to find out more challenging an opportunity. And that time I met one God-sent person, architect Vinu Kale. He is the spirit because of which I got into bamboo. And, there was a dialogue with bamboo when I saw bamboo first at his place. There was a thick dialogue. Bamboo that day, as I remember, it glittered like gold. Literally, it glittered like gold. That was a huge, energy that emerged. And the next day, I was into bamboo. You can call it accident, you can call it whatever you want, but that was the shift over, major shift over. Yesterday I was an architect builder, and next day I left everything. Whereas as a builder, I was reigning supreme, doing fantastic works. I was satisfied insofar as money was concerned. And also, of course, I saw the bitter and better taste of money.
Yes.
So the real estate is a combination. If you mean to just make money, having no purpose, then real estate is good. But I was wanting to lead a purposeful life. And I found bamboo to be the best material, the future material. So many answers came down directly. So today it is almost 30 years I have been playing with bamboo. Amazing material, fantastic material, a natural resource, abundantly available. I didn't know so many things of bamboo, but I had just finalized to play with bamboo, continue playing with bamboo. And the first activity I started with was that of exploring bamboo into handicrafts. That anybody would, even today, bamboo is talked about as a material for handicraft largely.
Yes.
So I was also one of them, designed few beautiful products because that was my plus point because I was an architect or a designer, so to say.
Yes.
So a designer definitely can make a better design. So I did do many good designs in handicrafts, particularly lampshades, etc. But everything was absolutely new. As to how to work out the costing, how to work out the estimate, everything was just a puzzle.
So even I think skill would be a very big part of
Everything. See, we got hold of a few of the traditional artisans and made them undergo some training because there was an architect sitting on their head and seeing everything happening. And the architect wanted to get the best out of them. This is how the artisans were trained, and this is how the designers emerged. And then came the what about the market? So I went on talking to so many of them. I was so happy. Uh, I was always, I mean, so involved in my work that I had only one subject to talk about that was bamboo. And I had no cement or steel or any other thing of building construction to talk about. So how to work out the cost? So that time my product was being sold for 1,000 rupees to 5,000 rupees. There were buyers, and I would never compromise on the cost. I would say it is my cost. If you want to buy it, otherwise forget it.
no bargaining.
No bargain. You have to evaluate yourself, your worth. In terms of that, people also started appreciating it. Of course, it was a hard time, of course, because earlier I was a builder.
Yes.
I was having tons of money, and it came out to be my mission. And I had no dearth of money. So I went on spending money for my own happiness, for my own mission, for my own decisions and everything. And yes, I established bamboo there. Of course, little bit of work was already done by Vinukai. It was aspiration for me. The spirit was more important. एकदा असं झालं की म्हणजे विनोकाळ्यांची माझी भेट झाल्यानंतर आर्किटेक्ट असंही काम करू शकतो हे मला इतकं ॲप्रिशिएट करण्यासारखं वाटत होतं की आपण का असं काम करू नये की ज्या ठिकाणी दॅट यू आर हेल्पिंग दी सोसायटी दॅट यू आर हेल्पिंग दी डाऊन प्रोडक्ट्स दॅट यू आर प्लेइंग विथ द नॅचरल रिसोर्स अँड देर यूज टू बी व्हेरी thick interactions with Vinukai. And my journey started. Then, of course, within 3, 4, 5 years, Vinukai passed away. And of course, my journey continued. Then, what is next? That bamboo was always inviting you to utilize it to the best of your ability.
It's like you're continuously tested.
Yeah, it was 24/7 for me from then.
Okay.
As I remember, the first table lamp that I made, I had gone to America as a tourist for 20, 21 days. I had given my design to my artisans. I thought they would come out with सूप अगर होगा तो अच्छा सूप बनाएंगे, क्योंकि एक तो आर्किटेक्ट ने दिया हुआ डिजाइन है तो कुछ अच्छा तो बनेगा ही। लेकिन और वो मेन सिलसिला मेरे दिमाग में अमेरिका में था तो भी ये चल रहा था, कभी सोच रहा था कि भाई एक ऐसी सिचुएशन आनी चाहिए दैट आई शुड बी एबल टू यू नो take my products to states and hold an exhibition out there of my own products. And when I came back from states, put my luggage at my home, and I immediately went to my site first. It was a workshop, small workshop at my friend's place. And I was amazed. It came out to be so beautiful, so beautiful. I mean, that happiness and that energy is unbounded, was unbounded rather. मेरे को समझ में नहीं आ रहा था मैं क्या करूँ। मैंने खुद से मैं बात कर रहा था, अरे मैंने सोचा था कि सुंदर बनेगा, लेकिन इतना सुंदर okay. मेरे मेरे सोच के भी परे तू चला गया। तो उसके सौंदर्य की कल्पना करते करते मेरे मैं थक जाता है। तो इतनी सुंदर चीज बनी, कोई अच्छे इंसान को तो मिलनी चाहिए, देनी चाहिए। So I went on thinking on these lines as to whom should I give this land take up made by the artisan. So many names came into my mind. Sunil Gavaskar, then was the Prime Minister P.V. Narasimha Rao. I went to, I mean, I could not accept, select them. And suddenly, maybe within 8-10 days' time, GRD Tata got my offer. This is the right thing, and he is the right person. He is a philanthropist.
And he's also invested in good causes.
Yes.
Largely.
For me, I could find out the right person. He was there. I would always say like this that because my lamp is to go to him, he got Bharata. He was deserving it, no doubt about it. But that created an occasion for me. I wrote a small letter and wrote about the artisans. And it was from the artisans that was given to him. And those 7 days were very unique. So those 7 days, I mean, first thing that I was doing is that is, so I talked to Tata Street, they used to have a survey. I was into that class and क्या हुआ होगा, ये गया होगा, वहाँ गया होगा. Yes. I also met one of the Tata employees in Nagpur. And I told her that we have sent a gift to J.R.D. Tata for Bharat. And she is telling me, Sunil, do you know J.R.D. Tata? Who doesn't know? And the second sentence was that your product will kind of does be. Well, so many people come across the world, they are going to give you this thing or that, or may not be giving you this thing or that thing. But this fellow and the artisans from the unknown area They have recognized the work and they have decided to send him this gift. Then I told her very bluntly that I have not sent the Mercedes. I have not sent the हीरो का हार तो नहीं भेजा है. And I think Daddy is not a small man who would not understand the pains and the things that have gone into it. And on the seventh day, I was having lunch at my home. A phone call came from my office. सर एक मुंबई से पत्र आया है. अच्छा, तो मैंने समझ गया कि ये एडिटर से एक्नॉलेजमेंट है. And I immediately finished off my lunch, went to office, saw that letter, opened it. It was appreciation letter from Daddy. That was a huge happiness. I got the certificate that my product was desiring the most. And that lady who said that your product would go to dustbin, I went back to her. बदला तो लेना था. बदला तो लेना था. मैंने भी मर्सिडीज तो भेजी नहीं थी. I did not send in my riches. तो फिर उसने मेरे पीठ थपथपाई. And it strengthened my commitment to bamboo. And perhaps that energy still continues, or it is flowing within me, that has continued me to travel for 30 years. And then what next? After handicraft, what next? I mean, we were so engaged 24/7 in bamboo. Even today, I have got only sole 1 point program to think, worry, bother, do something in bamboo. So likewise, what next? What next? Finally, matured into trying bamboo for different purposes. And we started thinking of making furniture. It was in 93, 94, something like that. Then that journey started, we made furniture. We were not, by that time also, we were not knowing much about that.
So it was still like learning about
yes, bamboo is that kind of a subject where, you see, there is no institution that, imparts you education in bamboo technology. I mean, even when I was part of the planning commission then in 2000, that time also I had proposed to Government of India, to planning commission, that if Government of India is thinking that there is a huge market lying in bamboo sector, then the first and the foremost thing government should do is to establish National Institute of Bamboo Technology, where from A to Z, knowledge of bamboo, right from nursery to industrial application, everything is imparted to the student, because thereby you will be creating resource persons. Today we do not have resource persons. Sunil Joshi is known to you because he is an Nagpurian, and you may be knowing that he is working in bamboo, this, that, and that. So you come to me. But I still say that I do not have full knowledge about that. And I have not come across with anybody so far who has got complete knowledge about bamboo. I mean, he can talk about nursery, he can talk about plantation, he can talk about species, he can talk about design, engineering, technology, treatments, and so on and so forth. There is nobody. Even today, that is the need. Even today, Government of India is wanting to promote bamboo for industrial development. But the reality is that there is no resource person. So, you have to live with bamboo and you have to learn bamboo simultaneously. You may be committing a number of mistakes. If you get good information as early as possible, then you would become more competent. Today, certain informations are available for students to learn. And after this furniture segment is also unique. Initially, we used to make fixed furniture. Then we realized, see, being an architect, I was never an industrial man. And being an architect, I was never a businessman also. I was in real estate making money and all that thing, but that never made me a businessman. A businessman is that person who thinks in terms of money earned, money lost.
And the profit.
And the profits.
The most important
Yes.
keyword.
I was never part of that kind of a thinking. But furniture also amused me. We made fixed furniture, then folding furniture, then panel furniture, and so on and so forth. Then what? Again, the next continued. So by that time, of course, a lot of talks were going on here and there about bamboo. So we started using bamboo, exploiting bamboo for construction. By that time, we had quite a good amount of knowledge of use of bamboo, applications of bamboo for various kinds of things. And of course, now we are focusing upon only manufacturing of furniture and making bamboo construction. We have a NGO. We established that NGO in 1995. Veda is the name. The long name is different. Veda is the short name. And that is also 30-year-old almost. And why we started thinking about furniture and construction, there is a definite story because handicraft, even if you make beautiful handicrafts, it does not give you turnover. And handicraft is a different kind of a skill, different kind of a management. You cannot make 1,000 pieces or 2,000 pieces of the same design because there are so many artisans working. So once the hands change, even it impacts the design strong contender in any situation.
That's what is multifaceted. He can
Yes.
do anything and
Yes.
everything, something like that.
You can get into marketing, you can get into manufacturing. Choose the closer, area of operation. I'm not saying that you are an architect selling दारू विकता है असं नाही ना. तुम्ही you can establish your brick manufacturing unit that is closer to your profession. You can make some kind of a manufacturing activity where you are manufacturing doors, windows, this, that, and the other. Is it that only the Indians will do it? Otherwise, there is a huge, if I consider the Nagpur scenario, there are more than 500 architects. And there is a saturation of architects. So do you think that everybody is happy? Of course, they will have to show that they are happy. Or they will have to be contented. Okay, जो मिलता है उसको खुश रहता है. So that really pains me, to be very frank. And again, coming back to bamboo, it is that material, it is again a multifaceted material. You make CNG, you make bioethanol, you make coal out of bamboo, you make construction out of bamboo, furniture, handicraft, this, that, and the other, what not.
Yeah.
You can make anything that is possible. I'll share a very small thing with you at this juncture. I had undertaken a project from government of Maharashtra where we were to organize few artisans and we were all discussing in a circle. They were all sitting together. I just said, क्या बनाना है तुमको बाबू? Generally, one generally says that whatever he has seen, he will do it. मुझे लैम्प बनाना है, मुझे कुर्सी बनाना है, मुझे ऐसा करना है, वैसा करना है. Some villager stood up and said, because I told them that imagine the word, he said मुझे हवाई जहाज बनाना है. And everybody started laughing, including me for a moment. But then I realized the first aircraft that was made was made of what? It was a bamboo structure. Yes. So bamboo is that strong. It's not that you are making machines and all that. Today you can do so many things. Even the filament in the bulb was first made out of bamboo only. So many facilities or possibilities are there where you can very successfully use bamboo. But yes, like when you are in the education, you have to show patience to learn architecture. The same way, you have to be patient in exploiting bamboo, and you have to be quite focused on this particular material because no knowledge is just readily available.
It needs dedication.
It needs dedication. Even for your practice also, you need dedication. For your teaching, you need dedication. Without dedication, nothing is going to happen. So this is what the length and breadth of my small little experience, but I am very happy. I am very happy. Each moment with bamboo I am happy.
So I think this is like the greatest takeaway from this interview for us that you are saying. What I really found interesting was your transition from being an architect builder to completely immersing yourself from bamboo, and then you are saying you found out that this is your zone and this is where your heart is, and at the end of it, you're saying that you're old now, but somewhere I see or sense a very big fulfillment in your journey with bamboo. So. And you have so many small details, I think, like we say, the detailing of a joinery. So I think your journey also has those details wherein they were like paradigms.
See, I was with my friend who was assisting me for drawing and all that. Because I went through all these things. Today I make a drawing and tomorrow I want to say, put in some additional inputs into that. I have to sit before that drawing and first understand for myself as to what I have drawn yesterday. And once I am through with that, then the next journey starts. So detailing is very much required. Without detailing, you cannot go ahead in bamboo. Insofar as construction is concerned, the furniture and other things are small things, but that is also interesting.
That is also equally interesting. I think we can conclude on this note because आता जरा overwhelming पण झालं. Hearing your journey of bamboo, so thank you very much.
Thank you very much.